The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion goes Patrick. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up 1st and goal.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Touchdown! Devon Achane with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop him.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Two and now on 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In motion goes Patrick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
From midfield, here's Tua. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
You talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Over.
They'll start on the ground. Hall takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Jets at 4-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He'll return it from the 6. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, it's Tua. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
In motion goes Patrick. Tua now on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Good.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting that 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On first down, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
50. Hey, you block over here.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
26.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Waddle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Flip it down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
26. Hey, 88.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 87 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey, 88.
Ball again on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Tua. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion, Hill. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In motion goes Patrick. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jonnu Smith from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10. Now Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Back north.
Straight ahead is Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll give to Hall. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jets 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Open man here is Conklin. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Running left, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there.
Pardon me, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it starts to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Back north.
Rodgers to throw. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll run with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd down, goal to go. Back to throw, Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Miami, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with a lemon grass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you want.